All right, what is up, guys? It's your boy, Swanky Swag, back at it again with another video, and we already know. Sad news to say, I am 3-7 now, but your boy Jody is actually it's okay. But anyways, we already saw the fights happened. They were great, both of them, and yeah, the outcomes were, they were expected as well. Great, amazing fighters. Can't wait to see more of them. But yeah, let's talk about what happened. You ready?
I told you I was gonna go 2-0, bro. I told you.
Yeah. Hey, no, congrats, bro. Now we just got, this week, but we're not gonna talk about that yet. We're gonna talk about this. First, if you want to go, we can talk about the zone event, which is, I'm pretty sure, start off with the co-main. We can talk about co-mains, which was Liam Smith versus Vargas.
Yeah. But just before that as well, bro, I would say that this is probably the best card in general of the whole year, I would say. I enjoyed every single fight pretty much. Yeah. Sky Nicholson did a great job. That's her best performance yet. Ifal Yalfai did amazing. Got another win under his belt. The undisputed super middleweight battle between Cruz Dizun and Sidarus. Great work by those two women, respecting them both. That was a war. And yeah, the whole card was good. Austin Williams as well, impressive. One round KO as well on the undercard. That was mad. Yeah,
I did miss a couple of the fights, but I did see the co-main, the main, and the Sky Nicholson one. That one was good.
Yeah, Sky did well. She did really well, 3-0. But yeah, on to the co-main.
I do want to say something before we get to it, though. How many more times do you think Sky's going to fight this year?
She said she wants to be at least 7-0 by the end of the year, so I'm going to say another 4 times.
That's good. Okay, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so yeah. Co-main. I technically went 3-0 with this, man, because I did say Smith was
And I did agree with Vargas, but I'm going to be honest, when you look into it more, it does make sense, because that wasn't really a way Vargas fights and, Liam does.
I could also tell throughout, fight week that Vargas had just different energy about him, because, he just seemed off and not as respectful as he normally does. I know this was, a big rivalry between him and Liam, but still, he shows respect at least, but he just didn't show anything. He was maybe coming off a bit childish when I was reading his energy. He's very childish.
I was going to add on to that, actually, but they didn't have the time to, but no, now that I actually think about it, he did not have the same energy as he usually does.
No, he didn't. Not at all. But yeah, the
still gave a hell of a performance, though.
Yeah, the fight started off really well. To start off with, I thought Vargas would come out the gate as he normally would and just try to outbox Liam, which he started off doing. And as soon as Liam got the cut to the eye, because I knew it was from a punch, it wasn't from a head collision, I was just like, right, Liam may not have this. But then Vargas made the mistake, which actually was quite ironic comparing it to the main event of this card, because, well, it was the same mistake. Vargas just stepped off the gas, and he got caught with some hooks that did stun him, and then that just allowed Smith to get back in, and he gets back into the more rugged, Scouser style that he's used to.
I really thought he was gonna unleash, to be honest, around the 5th, 6th round, but nothing much happened.
No, nothing much. It was a great fight, though. Great fight, but
it was.
After round 5, round 6, it got very one-sided. As in, Liam was just hunting him down, just cutting him across in the corners, just hitting a nice jab, pop, left uppercut, left hook, nice little flurry of hooks around the rope or near the turnbuckle. He literally was just stopping any chance of Vargas escaping and then just unloading whether Vargas was guarding or not. Yeah, Vargas literally had no chance after that. And it's quite impressive now to say that Liam Smith is the first person to, stop Jesse Vargas.
Yeah. I think this is where his career comes to an end, to be honest. Unless he goes back to his old weight, I don't think he's fighting anytime soon anymore, or just retiring.
Well, you see Vargas retiring now.
I can see that happening. Or like I said, if it's not retiring, I think he goes back to his regular weight that he's used to. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I for one, this is my humble opinion. I do think he does need to retire. He's had a good career. He's accomplished all he needs to do. He's been world champion. Nothing else really needs to come into play here. Liam Smith said, and I've watched interviews of Paul Smith Jr., his brother, Callum Smith. They're all saying the same thing. They all think or know he's ready to either try and be a two-time world champion. And I'm just thinking, it was a great performance, but is it too late to run back the clock? Is it too late to start again?
No, I know what you mean. That's what I wanted to ask you actually. After this, what do you think is next for Liam?
I could see a couple more fights in his repertoire. I could see some more fighting, but with the super middleweights that are around today, like Benavidez and Beterbiev, heck, if Canelo's still going to stay in there, I don't think he's got a chance, in all honesty.
That's the thing, though.
Smith fought Canelo years ago, and it was a great fight. But he was just outmatched and outclassed by clearly the better fighter. And Canelo just was brutalizing his body. And
yeah.
I just think it would happen again to him, honestly, because I think he's quite, compared to all the other super middleweights, he's quite short. Have you realised that? As well as Vargas as well.
That's the thing, that's the thing. We're talking about Liam Smith, correct?
Yeah, Liam Smith, not Callum. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Liam Smith is super welter.
Yeah, he is. Isn't it ironic?
So,
Canelo's beat both Smith brothers. He's beaten two of them.
Yeah. I found that funny, to be honest. But hey, you gotta give it credit where credit's due. They did their best then.
Yeah, they did.
Super welter for Liam, though, my bad if I cut you out. I think I would like to see him versus Tim Tissue.
Oh, I've heard an interesting rumor, if you want to hear this, mate.
Oh, really?
I've heard that he's planning to try and get a fight with none other than Chris Eubank Jr.
Oh.
So I think
I like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but I do think that Eubank would win that because of how he destroyed Liam Williams in Wales in February. Because I watched that. Great display by Eubank, despite him being really cocky for some reason. And he just started dancing in the last couple rounds. He still did really well. And I think he could beat Smith. I wouldn't want him to beat Smith because I like Smith more, but I can see it going into Eubank's favour. So if it does happen, I think Eubank will be the favourite for that.
If it happens, though, I think it goes the distance.
Yeah, definitely. But no, great fight by Smith. He deserved the win, 100%. The whole crowd was getting behind him as well. And the funny thing is, that crowd was not English. It was Irish, Puerto Rican.
It wasn't.
American. There were some German fans there as well. There were some Swedish fans.
Damn, that one I was surprised about.
Yeah. But nah, I'm proud of my boy. He got the dub.
Definitely would want to see him fight again this year, though. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Not sure who, but hey, whoever it is, it's a good one.
Yeah, but what did you think? What did you think of the outcome of the fight for Vargas, and how did you rate Smith's performance then? Because you've just heard me talking about it.
No, like I mentioned to you earlier, I think this is the end of Vargas' career, unless he goes back to just regular welter. Wouldn't know who his opponent there would be regardless. And Liam, phenomenal. I agree with you. The beginning of the rounds were going to Jesse's favor, but Liam just outboxed him, and clearly it was a good stoppage. That's the thing though. I don't know what's next though. I don't know who he boxes next. I would like Tim, or I don't know if they'd allow this. The winner of Charlo and Castaño.
Oh, that's coming up as well.
It is.
Well, I'll definitely tune in for that one. I'm definitely watching. I'm probably going to watch both Charlo brothers. I'm both going to see that.
I like both. I'm slowly drifting apart from Jermall, but Jermall is definitely a top tier fighter.
Yeah. You know, when I was younger and I first was getting into boxing and I heard about the Charlo brothers, I thought they were just one person and just some people just spell his name wrong for some reason, not gonna lie.
I don't blame you, man. It's just an A and an E difference. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Oh.
But on to the main event of the DAZN fight, though.
We're gonna move on to the main event already.
An absolute war. I really thought. I think it was round 7. I could be wrong. It was when Amanda was just going all like she was unleashing everything on Katie, and it looked like Katie was gonna get knocked.
No, it was round 5. It was round 5 where Katie
Round 5.
Round 5, and then Amanda continued on the 6th, and I thought if she carried on with those hooks and with those sharp jabs, it could have been nights out for Katie. She could have been knocked out, and for the first time in her career, which would have been heartbreaking for me because I've been a Katie Taylor fan since boxing started for me in my life. So yeah, it would have been heartbreaking. My heart was pounding out my chest. I can't lie.
I tuned in for the first half, and the second half is when I started watching the top rank fight. So I was going back and forth, so I was confused. So if you could fill me in a little bit on that, I know the outcome, of course, but you know anything I missed out on the last few rounds.
Oh, you missed a lot in the last few rounds, man. You missed a lot in the last few rounds.
Fuck.
Because, right, okay, I would give Katie the first 3 rounds because I know Amanda did well, but Katie was moving so smoothly, and then just her, like her famous counter jab.
Yeah.
Hook, landed cleanly every single time, and she, despite Amanda throwing more, she was landing more cleanly. And it was nice to see as well. But then in round 5, she got really rocked because they were just trading hooks left, right. They were doing it for a good solid minute, non-stop. And they just kept moving around the ring, just delivering hooks to each other. It was ridiculous. It was mad, honestly. And then round 6, Amanda kept on dealing pressure. I thought, yeah, this could be done really soon, and this could be horrible. Round 7, though, that's when Amanda Serrano made the horrible mistake of letting Katie Taylor get her second wind and let her recover. Because she was sitting off for a little bit now, only doing like one-off jabs. I know most of the shots in the fight were just one-offs, but then they were followed quickly after when they're coming forward again. Amanda didn't do that in round 7, and she let Katie come back in. So with the last couple of rounds, Amanda lost it because Katie found her second wind, and then she was just starting to land on Serrano. She even cut her right eye as well as Katie's right eye was cut open early on, and she also hurt her a bit as well with some good body shots as well. Because I saw Amanda wince back in pain. So no, it was a good fight, bro. It was honestly for me, that's one of the best fights of all time. And I'm going to stick that on there until I'm in the grave. Because you saw my post earlier. You know how I feel about this fight.
No, yeah, it was a war. It was a war. And I want to know your opinion on something. Obviously, they're already in talks about a trilogy, which I would love. That seems like an amazing trilogy to have. But there's a lot of people saying, if there were 12 round 3 minutes, Amanda would have had that. No, it would have been a much better thing. I'm not asking you what you think who would win with that, but do you think that would be a good thing to do? Make it 12 rounds with 3 minutes.
Yeah, I would.
Right.
I still think they had so much in the tank after throwing everything they got in the last 12. Because not in the 12th, in the final 10th round, because they were just going all out. They just wanted to do anything to win.
No, yeah.
It was just an incredible fight. It definitely lived up to its actual name as the biggest women's fight in history. For me, it turned out to be probably one of the greatest fights in boxing.
No, yeah, just boxing in general. It was amazing.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. That's easily one of my favorites. It was massive. That's up there with me with like Joshua and Klitschko, because I know some people still, loads of people hate Anthony Joshua, but you can't deny that fight. Iconic. Absolutely iconic because of the atmosphere, because of how it went.
I could be wrong,
but electricity and energy.
Wasn't he the only one to knock out Klitschko as well?
I'm not sure. I might have to do my research. I know Fury didn't. I definitely knew Fury didn't. But I don't know. He could be the only one. But there could have been someone else. But I'll have to have a look at that, definitely. But no, he was brilliant at that. And it was just amazing to see Katie, like, have so much heart and have so much determination in that fight to win. And she pulled it off. And she created probably one of the best memories ever at Madison Square Garden. And that cemented her legacy as, I would say, the greatest women's athlete of all time.
Yeah.
Not just boxing, all-time athlete.
She's done a lot for the sport. I remember you told me she was the one who got people to make the women's Olympic boxing, correct?
Correct.
Exactly. But with that being said, unless you want to say something else.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to hear your side because you were Team Serrano.
I was.
And don't get me wrong, I love Amanda. I will always love Amanda. She is a GOAT as well. Her and Katie are the ones that started all of this, and they're going to go down in history as the two best.
That's why I think a trilogy should be made.
And it's probably going to be. But if there is going to be if there's going to be a rematch, where do you want to see it? And also, I want to know how you feel about Amanda not winning. Because do you think Katie deserved it, or do you think that Amanda got robbed? Because loads of people are just saying Katie definitely won the fight, and loads of people are saying Amanda got robbed. This is BS.
No, yeah, that's what I want to say. I want to see a trilogy just because of how good the amazing the fight was. I know I said I missed out a lot, both from what I tuned in and from the outcome that I saw. Amazing. But I don't think she got robbed at all. I think Katie deserved that win. I know it's probably a little weird since I was going for Serrano, but...
Thank you. Thank you, fam. Jesus.
There's one thing I did find a little weird, though, which, again, I want to know your opinion on. The scorecards. It was a split decision, obviously, but I can't remember the proper score, but everybody was going crazy about it. I was like, that's terrible. That's wrong. I believe it was 96-something. I could be wrong. But going to Katie.
Right. It was 90. I know it. 96-94 to Amanda was the first judge. The next one was 97-93 to Katie. And then the last one was 96-93 to Katie.
Oh.
So, for me, that's judged. That's signified. I think those scores are absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Many people may disagree with that, but I don't really care. I've got my opinion. All of you can suck yourselves. I know my opinion matters.
I'll definitely rewatch it again. I'll definitely will.
No, because bro, ever since that fight, ever since I put the post out, I've just been having Jake Paul fans just come at me saying, "Oh, Amanda's won." She clearly.
That's what I was gonna say. The real only ones complaining are the Jake Paul fans, the little fucks. I'm like, again, I'm making shit on for that, but nah, she didn't get robbed.
But do you realize that the main one that's not complaining is Amanda?
No,
herself.
yeah, and she wants a trilogy. Jake Paul, I understand where he's coming from. He was a promoter. He's like, that was at most a draw. Don't get me wrong. To an extent, I could see a draw, but dude, you can't. I think I saw somebody apparently saying that they wanted to make an appeal. I'm like, bro, this is professional boxing. You don't make appeals, you get a rematch.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you thought of last night. Oh, not last night. God damn it, I did it too. This Saturday. Let us know what you thought. Were you expecting that outcome? Who were you guys rooting for? And what do you expect next? But with that being said, it's your boy Swanky Swag, the homie Jody. His Instagram will be in the link down below. Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.